Guys, welcome to Automation Club, and let's continue on Protractor with Cucumber framework. So in last video we have created an initial setup of Cucumber framework, and in this video let's learn about some more topics of Cucumber like scenario outline. So with scenario we do have a scenario outline syntax as well. So what it does is, like, for example, if we want to create some form in an application, so we'll need some data, right? So instead of keeping our data inside a script, we can keep those data in feature file. Okay, so by using scenario outline we can achieve that. So how to do that, let me tell you. Scenario outline. So instead of scenario, I have used scenario outline, and with scenario outline examples keyword will be used. So this is what the difference between scenario and scenario outline. When we uh, when we give scenario outline, we need to use examples keyword, and in examples keyword we will keep our data. Okay, so this is the simple data. So let me do one thing. We do have that URL, right? So what I will do, so we will create some additional steps, okay, and some validation steps. So this is the URL. So this is dummy Angular application. So we'll click on bank manager login, then add customer, and give these details, first name, last name, and postcode, and click on add customer, and we'll get some message. So we'll perform this action. Okay, and these details, first name, last name, and postcode, we will give this detail in feature file under examples keyword instead of directly hard coding in the script. So given I launch the URL, and then when, right? So in when we perform some activity, right, some action. So when given is the URL, and when is when I click on bank manager login. So just use when I click on bank manager login. Okay, so once you click, then, and because I'm going to perform multiple action, right? So you can use and operation, and I click on add customer, add customer. Once you hit on add customer, you will able to see first name, last name, postcode, and give the details. So, and I give the details like customer details, customer details. So what are the fields? First name, first name, then last name. So this is how you can parameterize your script. Last name and postcode, postcode. And for this will be parameter name. So give that inside examples keyword. Here last name, and then postcode. Okay, so here we have used examples keyword, and we have given all the parameters under examples. So what is the value? Suppose my name, first name, last name, postcode, sorry, and postcode, some dummy value. Okay, so your feature file is ready. First we will perform these actions, like I launch the URL and then click on bank manager login. I click on add customer, then give the customer details like first name, last name and postcode, and for which we have used examples keyword. Okay, so we will drive the data from feature file using scenario outline. We can do that. So in step definition we need to implement these steps, right? So like we have implemented for given, similarly we have to implement for this when and then we have not implemented yet, so we will do that. So so instead of doing manually, we can directly run it as well. Okay, so but let me do it now. So let me just copy it, given, this is for when, and okay, so or else let me just run it and create the step definition using that, so that you will be able to understand. Instead of creating, I will just show you how you can create the step definition. So without implementing, just simply run it. So it will show what are the steps which have not been implemented. It will ask to implement. Okay, so it just launched the URL which has been implemented, but the other steps have not been implemented. See, 3 are undefined. So which are the undefined? So from here you can simply go and copy it. Instead of writing, you can directly copy it, and these will be the methods. These are called as a hooks as well somewhere. What else? I give the customer details. Okay, fine. So we have implemented, and now it will not throw error that these are undefined. Okay, so click on, just copy the second parameter for timeout. This is for cucumber timeout, and also use async and await combination for promise resolving. I hope you are aware of promise and basic concepts of Protractor. If you are not, then please go and watch my basic Protractor videos. Fine. Now, yeah, here as well, async. Okay, so that's it. Now what to do? Click on bank manager login. Okay, so for clicking on bank manager, what we need to do? We need to inspect, and we need to create XPath, right, or locator. So simply use bank manager login button text. Okay, so button text is, copy it, okay, just remove this element by dot, which locator we are using, XPath, right? So by is throwing error, so you just import it by, okay, then error will go. By dot XPath, copy here, sorry, paste it here, and then we need to click, right? So click, use await. So we are done with this step. Similarly, do the next step. I click on add customer. So add customer is here. Okay, so for add customer, G class, or simply use add customer text. Contains text, add customer, right? Add customer. Fine. So this is the XPath for add customer button, and simply copy this and paste it here. So this is the second step. Copy the XPath, now what next? I give the customer detail. See here, string, so this is the parameters. Okay, so you can give, this is the first name, this is the last name, and this is the postcode, right? So you can define by yourself. So these are the three parameters which will be passed in this method. Okay, and this is coming from feature file. First will be first name, last name, and third will be postcode. Okay, and the values will come from examples keyword. Fine. So I give the customer details. So for this, once you click on add customer, you will able to see first name, last name, and postcode, right? And first name. So for first name, let me use by.ng model. Directly we can use it. Let's remove it. So instead of by.xpath, give by.model. By.model, because we have ng model attribute, right? So simply paste it here. So what is that? F name. Similarly, we will get it for last name and postcode. So I will simply copy and paste. F name, then last name, and then postal code. fine. And we are not going to click, right? We will enter some value. So for that, dot send keys. And what is the value of this? We are not going to hard code any value, we will take it from examples keyword, right? So we have this parameter, then second is for last name, copy and paste, then last name, and postcode. Okay, so this is how your step definition will look. Later on, when we will enhance our framework, you will not be able to see any of the locator in step definition. We'll use page object model and we'll use web elements to identify, and then it will be a very good framework will be built. Okay, so we have created, and what else I need to do? Okay, so simply run it. Let's see what happens now. Compile and then run. So it has launched the URL. It should click bank manager login. Bank manager login, and it performed so fast because Protractor is bit fast as compared to Selenium. And if you want to see the execution, then let me add some hardcode weight. After this I will add giving the details. Okay, so after giving the details it will wait. So let me run it again, compile and run. So it launched the URL bank manager login, and it should give the details like first name, last name, postcode, Abhishek Thakur, and postcode. Okay, so let me add a code for add customer as well. Then we will complete the whole flow. Add customer, okay, let me write in the feature file. Next step, when, or simply we can write and I click on add customer button. Now it's a button, right? So when I click on add customer button and then implement it in step definition, simply copy any of it, just paste it. I click on add customer button. Okay, and for add customer, what is the locator? We do have customer. So we can use same. Okay, I think the same XPath I can use. Two are there. Okay, add customer. Text, add customer. Oh, okay. So this is the XPath of add customer button. Okay, so just replace it. So this step is for clicking on add customer after filling all the mandatory details. So intentionally I have added hard code wait of 10 seconds so that you will be able to see the execution. Let me do one more thing, maximize. So browser dot driver dot manage dot window dot maximize. This is for maximizing the window. Okay, so for formatting, shift alt F. Okay, so what are the steps we have performed? Given I lost the URL, when I click on bank manager login, I click on add customer, I give the customer detail and then click on add customer button and it will complete. Okay, and these are the data. So compile and run it. So it is opening the Chrome browser. It should maximize. Yeah, maximized. Bank manager login. So due to the 10 seconds wait, it is waiting, and then it will give all the details like first name, last name, postcode, and click on add customer button. So it is waiting. Yeah, so it clicked on add customer, and then after add customer click, this message will come. Okay, so yeah, it has completed. So you can see output one scenario passed, and which is having 5 steps. So one scenario we have run and having 5 steps. So we can run multiple test data as well. Suppose I want to run with 2 sets of data. Okay, so first name is some test. Okay, so simply I am giving random detail 2 3 4 5. Okay, so this is the second set of data. Okay, so let's see what will happen. So by using this examples keyword, we can use a multiple set of data as well. Bank manager. So it will accept the first set of data in first name, last name, postcode, and then it should click on add customer. Okay, so first set of data is complete, and it performed all the action. So this pop-up is a part of validation. Okay, so what has happened? Okay, so that is a part of because we have not handled the pop-up, so that's why it is throwing this message. So we will handle it in next session, and also we'll do the validation. Meanwhile, let me comment this add customer button clicking, so that this exception will not come. This is not exception, this is a pop-up due to which it is not able to do the next iteration. Okay, so we need to handle that pop-up. Okay, and then we can perform next iteration. So I have just commented this one just to show you multiple test data execution. So we will limit this video till this step only. That's why we will handle the pop-up in next video, and also we'll do the validation. It has opened and it will fill the first details, first data, and first set of data. Okay, so I have added 10 seconds wait, that's why it was waiting, and now it will perform for second test of set of data. So see, in second set of data I have given test as the first name and last name. So see, so it entered the second set of data. So we have performed a test for two sets of data. Here you can see two scenarios run. So in the single scenario outline we have performed two scenarios testing with two different sets of data, total 8 steps. So this is how we can perform multiple sets of data testing by using scenario outline and examples keyword. Okay, so in next video we will just handle this pop-up which is coming, and also we will validate that message whatever it is coming by using chai assertion okay, in Cucumber. So yeah, that's it for this video. Thanks for watching. Thank you.